Hello, hello. How's it going, guys? Welcome to this recap for Tuesday, and a lot happened today. We're definitely kind of in this transition. We are sitting below some key level of support that we need to kind of break through. We do have some areas down below that we could go for, which we've been talking about in other recaps recently. Today, I just want to go through price action, kind of what happened, and just kind of point some stuff out. Again, like I said, we're in a transition area. So this is the 15-minute chart. Obviously, the session started right here. This is what we were looking for to break down. And one of the things that I've pointed out many times is where these lines are. If you go to Kabroda.com, you can get access to these lines, lay them out on your charts. You learn how to trade with them. They're just telling you the last areas of support and resistance. You can build however trading style you want in these. So if you're a longer term or shorter term, or if you like to trade the 1 minute, 3 minute, whatever, 5 minute, you can use, this is telling you kind of what's going on because it's giving you some major support and resistance. Kind of like right now today, you can see the breakdown trigger was down here on this purple line, the breakout trigger were up here. Well, look at price action, right? Boom, 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 right in between them all. The one thing I was doing was circling these areas because you have your daily resistance way up here, which makes sense. That's typically where you'll see if the price is going to break, it's going to go to there. You have your breakout trigger. That's what you're kind of waiting for it to break out with. And then you have your daily support actually above your breakdown area, your breakdown trigger. Typically, you'll see this line down here out of the area, which that's typically what you'd want to see. And then a lot of times if it's going to break out, if this line right here was, say, down in this area somewhere down here, let's just draw the line right down in here. Typically when you saw this break out, you would probably go down and test that area and probably not break down, but that's usually your strong target for you. But in this case, when they line up the way they did right now, you're looking for a lot more energy for it to break out. Well, you might be like, well, yeah, but that didn't happen today. Yeah, the reason why you'll find a lot, and this is just explaining these lines for you and how you want to trade. But a lot of times when you see the line set up like this, you're thinking like, okay, yeah, there's nothing below this. So if we get down below this purple line, this could easily just trade down and look for major support, which we know there is major support down at like 60. I wouldn't say major support, but there's areas for it to bounce into, which right now is around 65,000. That was the area when we bounced down to around that 60,000 level and then came back up. We found that level again, right down around that 65,000 level, and then we kind of built out from there and started testing the upper area of 71,000 and all that stuff. So this could easily have went on down to that area because there was nothing in its way. There wasn't a daily support level for it to run into. It was above it. So it had to go through that and then do the breakdown. The one thing I'll point out, though, is these are very close. And a lot of times you're going to want to see these a little bit further apart. A lot of times when you see them close like this, let's just do the to kind of show you a clearer picture on the charts. You can see that here is your area right here. You can see how tight it is. It's not like this where there's a nice gap. They're really tight. A lot of times when you see the tightness, this is kind of telling you that probably it's going to do a B pattern and come right back up. And let me open up the charts again so you can see them. But you can see how this did that wick down really on the 15-minute, and then instantly the next candle came back up and just ran up. This is typically what you're going to see if when these lines are close together like this that I was just pointing out. So obviously this candle here, you can see the blue lines. That is the 15-minute high and low. A lot of times you're waiting for all that to form. So this was the first candle that you'd really want to trade with. And what's scary is exactly what I just called out. So that was what happened in the front of the day, the beginning of the day, is you came up and tested this area, snapped down off of the top, which then you're thinking we're going to short, and then that was your fake out, really, if you look at it that way. Then it ran on up and hit this major support again for right now the shorter time frame, and then we went ahead and traded back down and then tested the lower trigger. So we're just really finding the chop in the triggers. And that's really what we've been even doing yesterday in its triggers as well. And you can see here is your daily resistance up here, and then it broke down. So we have tested this area, and today we did wick down and take some of it out. Now, does this mean that this is going to go up? Maybe. Does it mean it's going to go down? Maybe, right? Like you're at the end of the trading session. There's not a lot of energy in the space. This could just break down and bleed down to these lower levels and take out some of this, the rest of these wicks. This could start to grind back up and start to reclaim. We are in a kind of recovery still. We still have some of these time frames pushing down on our moving averages. But you can see where we came down and did this hard snap and came right back up. And that's why I said this was kind of the area that we started to find support in, which is right around this 65,000 range is where we bounced and came back up into. And you can see this hard wick all the way down to basically that 60,000. So that was a strong buy. And I just went out to the 1 hour just to get a bigger chart for you. But you can see how we grinded along, and we really started to put some strong pressure in this area that, like I said, this could just break down a little bit and ask for some of the money lower down. Or we could start to grind out, and if we snap above this 71,000, which if you watch the live or if you watch the other recaps, that's a strong line in the sand that we could get above. And right now we're still not very bullish on the 1 hour, very bullish on the 4 hour, because we need to grind through these areas and get up to where we can and push up. So we could see this area push on down on these time frames, and till we get above this 21, really start getting above the 200s. That's what we're looking for on rebuilding. And right now you're kind of starting to see it kind of happen on the lower time frames. This 15-minute is trying to rebuild in this area. It's not real promising yet. I mean, it's on the lower area. You can see the rejection up here on the 15. We started to do a little bit of showing some strength, so we're playing around within this area, but that's kind of what you're looking for. And that's why I'm kind of calling it out and showing you these lines, because you can get these lines, these support and resistance lines, and put them on and really just watch and trade off of them if that's what you decide to do. You can see that obviously we're using that for that reason. So that is about it, guys. I'll leave you with that. We're kind of in that chop zone because you're in that bottoming. Are we gonna actually build strength down here in this bottoming and start to regrind and get back above some key levels of support, or are we gonna start to grind down a little bit and test the lower areas and break down from there? We'll just have to watch. That's what we're really waiting for. And this is the boring transition area of trading. A lot of times you'll get a hard run down, and then you'll see the bounce back up possibly, which is just a lot of times a bear trap and bull traps that you see depending on which way the market's going, and then you have the break down in the continuation of where it is. But we did have some nice setups that we've talked about, like I said, in other recaps, and price action is looking at it could possibly grind back up and rebuild here. So we'll just have to watch these key areas. We could easily come back down in here, like I said, and test that here in the next 24 to 48 hours before we grind up. Or we'll start grinding up and start taking out these key top areas and really start showing some strength in potential of trading. So I'll go ahead and leave you guys till the next recap, but like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, definitely put them in the lower area, and you know what to do. So see you guys around. Thank you.